Thank you very much. Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. But love me. Bring my faithful heart. Tear it all apart. But love me. When you ever go, darling, I'll be your home. So lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you. Do you hear? Oh dear.
All right, my lovelies, how is everybody doing? Lords, lads, dudes, sugars, and sugar lily moon. Well, yeah, 1907 coming a little later. So what I wanted to do today, what I want to do in this one is I was perusing some past interviews with some of the family members. Okay, now this is old stuff, and I happen upon this interview with Ethan's parents. Okay, Ethan's parents, and there's something about this interview that's odd to me, and I don't know what it is. Well, I want to show you. Some of it. Okay, it's not terribly long. It's only about 10 minutes or so. We may not. I don't know. We're gonna watch the whole thing, but there's something odd about this, and I can't put my finger on it, guys. Something about this interview with his parents bugs me. There's a part in here. Well, you'll see. I'll point it out to you. Now, again, people can misspeak. Of course. There's something very odd, though, that when I'm watching this, I'm like, I don't know, for some reason I get a really weird feeling. You know what I mean? Like, of course, it's just a feeling, right? I'm not saying anything, but, but it's just odd. There's something odd about this. And then I may jump to a couple of other bits and video from past past interviews with family. Specifically Steve G. A really brief clip. If I could speak today, that'd be lovely. Clip about how they don't think Jack DeCour was involved in this. I think that's important to look at again. Yeah. So a couple of things like that in this one. And then, 1907 dropping later. Tyrone is rocking and rolling here. He knows. But let's get on with this. All right, let's get on with this, babies. Oh, one last thing before we get into it. Well, okay. Here it is. I have to announce this, guys. We have another knight/dame of the garden round. Yes, we do. And so let me introduce everybody to the newest dame of the garden round. It's a dame. So welcome all. We have... Now remember, you get new names. So we have Dame Florence. That is our newest dame, Dame Florence Angelina. Oh, sure. Also known as artist. Yes, also known as that. What she is. All right. So, welcome, Dame Florence Angelina, artist. Original name, well, I don't know what you were going. I think it was Tig O'Biddies. No, 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 no. No longer this. No. So, hail, welcome, Dame Florence Angelina, also known as the artist. Correct? Correct. Welcome. So, again, our garden round keeps filling out just a little bit more. Filling out. Yes, filling out. So, welcome, Dame. Now remember, special powers. Remember, special powers. Takes great responsibility. Fuck you. Fuck you, Master Nature. Fuck you. Fuck you, Master. Hey, English Stanley here. Hey, fuck you, Master Nature. Let the dame be. Let her settle with the name she got here. I think that's a good name for an artist, don't you think? Well, what comes from Florence? Well, I don't know. Leonardo da Vinci, not DiCaprio. Ooh, Da Vinci. Who else comes from Florence? Oh, yeah, Michelangelo. You know, these people. Okay. Now, welcome, Dame. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get on. Let's get on. Let's get on. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is from King 5 Seattle News. And when was this? Hang on. When was this? Yeah, this was 2 years ago. All right, let's go.
We're more concerned, Ethan was a triplet, and that's a big thing. There's a couple of things. Ethan was a triplet, and that's the most important thing for us because we have these other two kids that are very impacted by this.
Uh-huh.
And they need to be lifted up and cared for.
Uh-huh.
And I think the other thing that's important to us is the reason why we've agreed to do this is, number one, you're local.
Uh-huh.
And number two,
What?
it's important for us to get Ethan's story out.
You're local. You're local. Just saying. What does it mean? Nothing yet. Doesn't mean nothing. But whenever I hear things like that, and this is, guys, this is for me, right? I'm not trying to lecture, but when I hear things like that, these are qualifying statements, okay? So, number one reason why we did this was because you're local, okay? Which means she made a choice. They made a choice here, right? They didn't want to speak to anybody that wasn't local. So, whenever I hear statements like that, it's kind of interesting because now here's what we're doing when we're saying things like this. We are eliminating possibilities. Very interesting. And just keep that in mind. That's my thought process here in certain ways. So whenever I'm eliminating things, right, I need to pay attention to that. There's something about the absence of something else that's important to remember here. She says he's a triplet. We know this. That's very important to them, of course, right? Of course, as a parent, if you have triplets, that's important. But let's carry on. There's other things that come out here, and this doesn't necessarily bother me, but let's carry on.
We don't really want anybody else representing him.
Fine.
And it's hard to have people speaking on his behalf, so we think it's best for us to do this.
And you did say, of course, that he was a triplet, and looking through the pictures.
And I'll tell you what,
like you said,
it's really odd. That girl looks extremely like Kaylee. Just very odd. It's not Kaylee, but she looks very similar, doesn't she? Very odd. Just an odd thing.
Together, I mean, did they all go to high school and then college together also?
Elementary,
Yeah.
high school, everything, college, they all went to the same university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, everything. We travel, we play, we hike, everything we do is all of us together.
All of us
We're
together.
a pretty tight family.
Uh-huh.
Did you say that they were the ones that called you about this happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then are you guys all back together now?
We are.
Yeah.
We're in our home in northern Idaho, our summer home.
Our summer home. Okay. So now we know they have two homes. This is their summer home. Huh. How's that? Nice to have a summer home too and a regular home. Just saying. So what do we know about them? What do we know about them? Well, we know they have 2 houses, which means they're probably doing pretty good, I'm guessing financially, just a guess. Man, that reporter, whoever that is, that's young reporter, she looks a hell of a lot like Kaylee. I'm just saying, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Really
We're
weird.
going to be here for a couple days just to regroup a little.
Summer retreat.
And can you just tell me a little bit about Ethan? I think I was told he was very athletic. I think he played basketball and tennis, or
Right.
basketball.
Basketball.
Tell me a little about his interests. What did Ethan like to do?
Anything.
Okay, this part is important coming up. Now whatever. This is again, we're speculating. This is a little mud. This is a little mud here. But I want you guys to, me, and the garden here. But I want you to pay attention to what she doesn't say here. The reporter asks them, well, what was he interested in? Basketball and tennis, right? And basketball, she says again, twice. Watch what she doesn't say, though. Watch what they don't say about his sports interests here. Now, we'll get there. We'll get there. Watch this, though. This part, to me, I feel is important. And, by the way, what also is going on here, we don't see this. Off camera, they have an advisor or / attorney. You can't see them, but they have an attorney over here somewhere, okay? Because at times they will look at this person and you will hear them chime in very briefly. So they have either an advisor or some sort of attorney, I believe, sitting over here. Just keep that in mind as well as they're doing this. That's also important to keep in mind here. It's not just them two. Not just them two. Now, it could be their kids. I don't think so. I think this is more an advisor / attorney sitting with them. Anyway, let's carry on. Oh, sorry, guys, real quick. I misspoke on this. It's not Florence. I'm so sorry, Dame. It's not Florence. It's Florenzia. Florenzia Angelina. Okay? There you go. No, I meant, it's very similar, but I like to have, this is more accurate. Florencia. Angelina. Alrighty. Let's carry on. All right, let's carry on.
He
You
played.
name it, he played it, literally. I think we just watched a thing from the university, spike ball champion, volleyball champion.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
And?
right? I mean, he just literally would play and do anything. He
And?
played club soccer for years. He was
Right.
played.
And what else did he play?
All of our kids are athletic, and we traveled every weekend, and it just.
Sorry, guys. Just adjusting here. What 2 sports hasn't she named yet? Tennis, and what's the other one?
He was involved in anything. He just literally, he was.
Like basketball?
I don't know.
You don't know.
He just loved to play everything.
He did.
All
He loves
sports.
sports. I mean, our love language with him was sports. Like I literally watched. I follow like NFL football so that I can literally have a conversation with Ethan because I could,
because
send
you
him a
watch
text
football.
message and that was a I don't know.
I don't know. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know. That and country music. I mean.
You don't know.
He's funny. He literally. We were trying to have a.
Why are they struggling to describe their own son? I don't understand this. See, this is when I watch this, I'm like, there's something about this that bothers me quite a bit here. I mean, now look, I understand here. I understand what the counter argument would be. Master Nature, come on. You're being really nitpicky here. I mean, these are 2 grieving parents, for God's sake. How can you be so heartless and unsympathetic and unempathetic, right? But I don't know. The reporter asks her what she knows, right? The reporter knows that Ethan was involved with tennis and basketball, those two sports specifically, right? But yet they don't mention basketball. Basketball is always going to be a key thing for me in this case. It comes straight from Dylan My Prime. Remember how she describes the suspect, what his body type was. It was like a basketball toned type of body. There's something about basketball, and I know we've been over this a lot. Basketball is key here in this case, somehow, some way, somewhere. And yet we're not acknowledging that Ethan. We're not acknowledging that Ethan liked to play basketball here for some reason. I don't know. Again, I could be nitpicking.
Have a conversation really quickly about our favorite memory. We can't come up with one. I mean, he literally lit up.
Oops, sorry, guys.
Room.
Okay. He lit up the room.
Everybody. He was friend to all. He was an incredible human. I mean, one of a kind, popular. I mean, not that that matters, but.
But it does matter to you.
No, I think we believe that if you literally asked anybody in his life, anybody, they would tell you the same exact thing. I mean, I just got an email from his counselor at college. And he just said, I love that kid the minute I met him. He literally walked in my office last week. And it was just simply to say hi. He had a huge smile. The whole, the feeling inside of the office changed just because he walked in. He always had something funny to say. That's been something we've talked a lot about. I mean, he was definitely the comedian of the three kids. He kept us all. I mean, we have the funniest videos of him. I bet.
He's the kind of kid that everybody wanted to be around. You know, he was just a good kid.
He's a good kid.
That
kind to all.
Didn't deserve what happened.
No. Well.
And going to school to study.
Weird, huh? I don't know, guys. I look, I could be you're right. I could be nitpicking, but some of these reactions, they give me the willies a little bit. They give me the willies. They do. And this one looks exactly like Kaylee. Fucking crazy. It's not Kaylee, but god damn, it's close.
Studies, it was something to do with sports, wasn't it?
Sports management, I think. I don't know the technical title of it.
You don't know the technical title of it. You understand what I'm saying here, guys? Is this giving you the willies too? Gives me the willies a little bit. Just saying. I mean, you should know what your son is majoring in, I think. I mean, you're all close, right? You're very close. We do everything together as a family, right? I'm just saying.
But yeah, I mean, we told him he should go be a teacher and a coach. I mean, he was incredible the way he worked with
kids. And then I'm thinking, are these people his actual parents or what? What are these people? Like, who are they? I don't understand this.
He refereed youth basketball on the weekends in Mount Vernon.
We got one reference to basketball. We got one reference to basketball here. Not that he played it, but that he coached youth basketball in Mount Vernon. And?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He touched a lot of people. I mean, it's the amount of support that we've seen so far has been incredible. Right? Our neighbors, everybody. It's incredible. I mean, we have messages from people that just are like, I knew him and he was incredible. Our daughter knew him and all he talked about,
Okay. Our daughter knew him. Okay, understood.
She talked about was how great he was. I mean, it's a huge loss. We were at Parents Weekend last weekend with them.
And
Jim and I left.
Did you meet Dylan and Bethany?
that weekend. And as we pulled out of Moscow, we literally were like, we've done it. We've literally done it as parents. We've created 3.
Well, to be fair, well, I don't know if it's fair, but they literally say the same thing in their what was that? The Amazon Prime special that they did about this before. Remember before the trial? Remember those specials that came out? Well, yeah, of course they were on it. They were on one of them, and they say the same thing essentially here. Because we don't want to taint the trial. So we go on Amazon Prime and we do a little special about it. I guess we don't want to bias any jury, right, Mom and Dad?
Incredible
in your summer home
that will go on and have something great to offer to this world. Honestly, all 3 of them. We literally had a conversation that we will no longer have to worry about these kids because we did it.
Hopefully, people can support you guys right now.
It's an interesting situation because in all of your hardships in life, whatever you're going through,
If you live in a Massachusetts,
like, I don't know, whatever it is, this is something you wake up and you realize it's never going to go away, and it's very different. It's a very different. 2 a.m. is a dark hour. I can tell you that. We're all.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. Where did we hear that before? 2 a.m. is a dark hour, isn't it? Interesting.
You guys seem very tight-knit. Are you just, what's going forward look like for you? I know that's a hard question right now. But I know it seems like you guys are really there supporting each other through this.
I think one of the first things that, when we got Maisie and Hunter, one of the first things, that came to me is that our life has literally taken a left turn. And I don't know how that's going to affect us, but we will not let this sink us or sink our kids. Because if anything, they have to go on and shine Ethan's bright light on their own.
I think that's the questions I have right now, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to add.
Kids, do you want us? Our kids
Oh,
are here.
I'm sorry, it's the kids. My apologies, it's the kids.
Hunter, Maisie?
Nothing?
He was their number 1, and that's going to be a hard loss for both of our kids. Both Maisie and Hunter. He was kind of each of their number 1. So it's going to be hard just for the 3 of them without him now that they're 2. We've gone from 3 to 2, and it's going to be hard for the 2 kids to figure out how to live life when you've spent 20 years as 3, and now they have to figure out how to be 2 and carry, I don't know. It's terrible. It's important for us. The reason we've agreed to do this is there's some misinformation out there.
Okay, like what?
And that's been hard for us, and that's why we,
like what,
as a family, talked about it and agreed to do this.
What's the misinformation?
The things that are being said are 100% not
like
true.
Like what?
There's not drugs involved. There's not some weird love triangle. Ethan stayed the night at his girlfriend's house, who was one of 5 girls who lived in the home. And it's just important that
5
people let the criminal part of it try to work itself out, and that.
Who was the 5th?
That
I don't know.
These kids, all of the kids were just really good, great kids. So the light of the school.
The light of the school.
One of them, I believe, was his girlfriend was also killed. Is that correct?
Yes, Xana. Yeah, they were in the same room.
And I think that's all the questions I have, but I really do appreciate you guys sharing more about Ethan so we can understand more about him and share more about him with, Western Washington and the community here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. So, yeah. I don't know. oddities for me. There's some oddities there, but whatever. I just wanted to show that to you. You guys have seen it before. 2 a.m. is indeed the dark hour. For sure. I agree with that. And hey, they would know, right? They would know. I would think they would know more than anybody else. 2 a.m. is the dark hour. Yeah. Again, what does that mean? That means and we know, guys, we already know this. Which means everything that Dylan says happened from 4 a.m. and beyond. I think we could say with a high probability here that all this was nonsense from her. Yeah. Again, what I feel happened here, again, you guys know this. There's two separate things that go on. Two separate things happen here. Okay. Ethan and Xana, right? Well, you've seen this symbol quite a bit. Yeah. 2 a.m. DoorDash order is a red herring. Molly meth. Apparently, she doesn't know how to do DoorDash, and she doesn't know how to find a house that's right in front of her. And we see her walking up and down the sidewalk. I didn't see any food in her hand, did you? No, I didn't. Molly meth. We know who Molly meth is. Molly meth is, again, you're correct. It's one of Bill Thompson's back pocket witnesses. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going on that tangent. But 2 a.m. is the dark hour, for sure. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Chapin, for clearing that up. And that destroys MPD narrative. Goodbye, Moscow narrative. And what else does it destroy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where were they? I don't know. Nobody seems to be able to answer this question. Where were they? Where were Ethan and Xana? Dylan doesn't know. In fact, well, Dylan lies. But Dylan doesn't know. No. Nobody seems to know where they were. And all of a sudden, the last thing we know is that they end up in Xana's room. Both of them. Yeah. So anyway, you guys already know that. Real quick. Righty.
4 University of Idaho students. One of the victim's ex-boyfriends named Jack has found himself under the microscope. But the victim's family says
Gee, I wonder
he has
why.
absolutely nothing to do with the gruesome slayings.
The family of slain college student Kaylee Consalves is coming to the defense of her ex-boyfriend.
There's a
recently
catch.
broke up with Jack before after dating him
Wait, Kaylee, what are you doing?
Father, brother,
Anyway,
and
excuse me.
sister were asked about the relationship today.
There you are, Olivia.
He is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
Yes.
No,
Ha!
I don't personally think so.
Oh, you're an idiot.
There's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been.
Oh my God.
Including that.
I'm sorry, guys. I hate saying people are dumb. But yes, that's highly concerning. Again, how much did they really know what Kaylee was doing? How much do they actually know what she was doing at college? They're right. We feel that she was estranged from them. I think that's true. I think it was true that she was estranged from them. Remember, and you guys are correct, my garden, she was not living with them. She was living with her aunt. She wasn't living with them. So how much do they really know what she was up to here? At school, the dynamics between her and other people? They have no idea. I highly doubt it. Olivia, I hope your Hollywood career takes off. Yeah. And Steve, I hope you paid that debt, didn't you? Remember, you paid that debt. What are you talking about? What debt? In fact, how much was that debt that you owed? A lot. There's a lot of debt that you owe to people. Just saying here. Anyway, this is let's carry on.
Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
Well, that's because you're an
Haley and her
idiot.
best friend, Madison
Then that
Logan.
mean, you know what that means? That means Olivia has never seen any true crime case in the history of true crime. Because in cases of this severity and brutality, guess what? I would say 9 out of 10 times it's going to be an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend or someone very, very close to them. 9 times out of 10, Olivia. So there you go, guys. Apparently, Olivia has never seen any true crime case in her entire fucking life. Or she's just really stupid. One of the, I don't know.
Called Jack 10 times.
Take your pick.
An hour before they were murdered. Police today made it clear.
Oh my
they
God.
did not
Hey,
suspect him.
who's this?
We're also aware
Oh,
of a male who
Captain Lanier.
Madison and Kaylee had called several times the morning of November 13th.
Uh-huh.
And we do not suspect that individual.
Hey, New York City, are you laughing now? New York City, are you laughing now? You're probably saying to yourself, well, gee, why were they calling him 10 fucking times an hour and a half before they get unalived? Or let's just say, not even that. Why were they unalived 45 minutes right after they called him 10 fucking times? Oh yeah, by the way, guess what else Jack Decor did? My garden already knows this, but I'm speaking to New York City. I'm speaking to Los Angeles and San Francisco, right? I'm speaking to people in Sweden, in Australia, in New Zealand, in London, all the UK, and hopefully Ireland. Everybody who thinks reasonably and rationally here, right? He is going to be at the top of your list no matter what. And you're not going to rule him out within 4 hours. Moscow, you dirty, rotten, you dirty scumbags. Again, you should not have a police force. You are rent-a-cops. You are rent-a-cops. But, anyway, regardless of that, there needs to be a full-scale investigation of your police department, at least spanning the past 5 years of what you're doing.
Citizen Sleuth pointed out that Murphy may have seen everything.
Yes,
that
he
went on
did.
that terrible night.
Well,
Only the dog could speak.
well, that is true. If only Murphy could speak, that is true. But did he see everything? No, he did not. You know why? Because he was kept outside of that house. That's why. He was kept away from that house, and that was on purpose. He was not in the house the entire time. We know this. Yeah. It's only later on when the cops supposedly show up that he is found under Kaylee's desk in her room. But Murphy was not in the house the entire time. He would have blood all over him. First of all, his coat here would be soaked in blood because it's supposed to be a bloody crime scene, correct? And he's definitely going to have blood on his paws. Because guess what? You know what dogs and cats, you know what they can smell very easily? They smell blood very easily. Anybody who owns a dog or cat, they know this. Look it up. It's true. So anyway, he's going to have at least blood on his paws. Yes, he will. And what we should see in this house, okay, if Murphy was in the house the entire time, what we should see is we need to see paw prints in blood being at least up in the third floor area. And there's no mention of that. In fact, what are we told? There's no blood on him found whatsoever. And no, he was not. The doors to the rooms they were both open. Both open, those doors. Both open. Which means this dog is going to, when things settle down, there's no more screaming and shouting, that dog is going to find out what the fuck is going on, because guess what? Dogs have a keen sense of smell. and they smell blood just like a wolf smells blood, just like any related mammal to a dog or a wolf is going to smell blood a mile away. That's how good their sense is. And anyway, the point is, he's going to have blood at least on his paws. And we don't see that in this case. Hey, New York City, what do you make of that?
Video now going viral shows victims Madison Mogan, Shayna Kernodle, and the other roommates also taking loving care of Murphy.
Except Dylan and Bethany.
The killer knew the layout of the house.
Somebody could have partied in the house and
Uh-huh.
got an idea or got the confidence to pull that off.
Police say they are chasing down reports that Kaylee had a stalker.
So far, we have not been able to corroborate it.
Uh-huh.
We're not done looking into that.
And the hunt for the killer will go on throughout the Thanksgiving holiday.
Uh-huh.
State police are calling
Ha! Look at this donut.
We ask you and we ask the public to please remain patient as this investigation unfolds.
Uh-huh. Ah! I hope you like that one, guys. We're going to leave it right there. Just a couple snippets there, all right? And every time we watch when we watch things like this, it reinforces the fact that this case doesn't make any sense. We know we've been lied to. We know Moscow police did not do a real investigation. They do not know how to interrogate people. They do not know how to interview possible suspects. Nothing of the sort. We already know this, but every time I go back and peruse and watch things, it just reinforces the fact. I don't know. Again, how do we describe them? How do we describe them? You know? Well, they had a beautiful smile, and they lit up a room when they walked in the room. They lit the room up. Great. But what is it about them that made them special, though? These are all external things. It's like we can't describe our own children. Like internally, what makes them so special? What is it about their values or morals, right? I'm sure they made people laugh. Everybody can make somebody laugh, right? But what is it about them, though? It's almost like they don't even know how to describe their own kid. It's really bizarre, guys, to me. This whole thing is bizarre. Now I'm starting to think, well, who are these people? Are they actually their parents, or what are they? You know, no, I don't want to go that far into the mud, but geez. You know, yes, we know that, the Chapins, the mom, yes, we know this, she went on to write a fucking children's book about him. A children's book. Anyway, I love you all. We're going to pick it up a little bit later. Yes, 1907 is dropping, purple vinyl edition. Tyrone is excited. He is hyped up. And you know what I did for him to get him in the mood? He's still sick, by the way, so you gotta give him a break, all right? But, well, I made a deal. I made a deal with somebody up there in the spirit realm. I'm not going to say who it is. And I kind of, I brokered a deal, okay? And Tyrone, he magically found some spirit money under his bed. And he asked me, he said, Master Nature, he said, I found spirit money under my bed. I don't know how it got there. I said, no, Tyrone, I have no idea. You must have just dropped it. You must have forgot about it or something. Anyway, it was enough spirit money for him to go out and buy that new suit that he was looking for. And now he's really feeling good. He's really feeling good, guys. So give him a little encouragement when he drops 1907 Part 1 on purple vinyl. All right, lovelies. I love you all. And this outro song, I hope you like this one. I hope you like this outro song. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, lovelies. And don't forget, the newest dame in the garden round, Florencia Angelina. Yes, and all good things come from Florence. Yes, they do. Okay, bye-bye.